This is Me Before Mom, the podcast that helps moms stay connected to themselves while doing the most important job they'll ever have. And I'm your host, Bert Anderson. Hey, welcome back. We are talking about positive affirmations for moms, and this is part 4 that you're listening to right now. That feels very, very like, wow, we're on part 4, guys. But we're on part 4. And if you are just joining us right now and you have no idea why you should be practicing positive affirmations, how you even practice positive affirmations, I want you to either look at our show notes, because we have linked up where part 1 is, where we kind of go into the studies, the scientific studies that they've talked about. So I want you to go back and listen to it, and then come back and rejoin us after you've listened to 1, 2, and 3, although you don't have to listen to these in order. But if you needed proof as to why you should be practicing these, go back and listen to part 1. So today, the thing I really wanted to highlight with these positive affirmations is something that my mom and my grandma, my Nana, said all the time. And that was, "This too shall pass." My mom used to say this to me a lot when I was a first-time mom, and I would get kind of in a tizzy over any and everything, and it usually had to do with my son's sleeping, but not nighttime sleeping. It was his daytime sleeping. It took me like 45 minutes to get him to fall asleep, and then he would sleep for 20 minutes. So I felt like I was never getting anything done, which was not good for my psyche at all. And I remember calling and talking to my mom about it, and she would be like, "Elizabeth," that's my real name. Surprise. She'd say, "Elizabeth, this too shall pass." I was like, "But it's not going to. It's going to be like this forever." And she's like, "No, people sleep longer than 20 minutes. This too shall pass." And she was right. It's all about perspective, guys. The stage that you're in right now that you feel like, oh my gosh, I cannot get out of it. It's going to pass. It's a stage. So we're going to get into our positive affirmations right now. That's a really "this too shall pass" is a super easy one for you to memorize. So there's no reason why you can't memorize that one. Again, as I'm reading these and talking about them, we do have printed copies for you guys to access in the show notes, so you can just listen to these. You don't need to take notes, although if you want to take notes, here's me giving you a gold star right now. Yay! But I want you to listen to these and kind of really think about them and let them resonate a little bit. Then I want you to practice these however you see fit. Say them out loud to yourself in a mirror. Say them silently in your head, or write them down, whatever works for you. Let's dive in. This first one I'm going to say is a quote. I really like it. It's, "I know how to do anything. I'm a mom." Isn't that so true? It's so true. You pretty much figure out how to do everything. I am a bona fide, in my mind, sleep expert because my son did not sleep. So you better believe I went out there and I learned everything about infant sleep. I know an abnormal amount about sleep development in babies. We'll have to talk about it sometime, not today. Next one. "I will not worry about small details today." When I'm talking about small details today, I'm talking about that to-do list of well-meaning things you have to get done, like creating and finishing your baby's or your kid's baby book. My youngest finally has a baby book, and I completed it 3 years after her birth. But she has it, and it's done. That is what matters, my friends. So I will not worry about small details today because they don't matter. They're small. I will turn away from judgment today. Now, this can be actual judgment that you're feeling, or it can be the pretend judgment that you just assume everybody is placing on you. You don't actually know. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. You know, those everybody in Target that you felt like was looking at you and your kid was having a temper tantrum because you wouldn't buy them alphabet cereal, they're not actually looking at you in judgment. They're looking at you with empathy because they've been there too. So you're going to say this to yourself today. I will turn away from judgment today. Next one. There is no influence so powerful as that of the mother. And Sarah Josepha Hale said that. There's no influence so powerful as that of a mother. Amen. Next one. My children do not care about my flaws, and they don't. They could care less. You're their mom. I do not expect to be a perfect mother. Say that to yourself. I do not expect to be a perfect mother. Place that perfection, that picture of what you think a perfect mother is, whoever she is, and just throw it out the window because it's not going to be you. You are the perfect mother for your children. So take those pictures of perfection and just get them out of there because that's not real. Next one. I will leave my expectations for today and what it should look like at the door. Think of how many great days we would have if we just didn't expect anything from them. Like if we didn't walk into, our kids' first day of kindergarten and expect for it to be sunshine and roses and for them to be able to separate easily. I mean, what if we didn't expect for them to do all that? And then when they really struggle with separating in kindergarten and they cry every single day until November, like one of my kids did, if I had not expected for this child to just be really, really great at separating, I wouldn't have been thrown for a loop so much. And I was. So I will leave my expectations for today and what it should look like at the door. Next one. I will embrace the here and now. That's a good one. Because how often are we just thinking ahead? I am calm and peaceful under pressure. Gosh, I need to say that to myself a lot. It's usually the under pressure as somebody is, that I don't know well is coming over to my house and I feel this frantic 20 minutes before they show up. Hi, everybody clean. We all have to clean. No, I am calm and peaceful under pressure. Next one. My children will feel accepted and loved unconditionally by me. That one just makes you feel good in your soul, doesn't it? Like when you say it, you're like, yeah, they do. This next one I'm going to read is for you mothers who kind of just put everybody's feelings above your own and feel like you can't say how you're feeling because it's not right, or so-and-so will be mad at you. I want you to grab onto this one and really believe it. I have feelings that deserve to be recognized. You do. Everyone does. You are just as important in those feelings as the people that you take care of. This next one I'm going to say, we've actually done an entire show about. Asking for help does not mean I'm a failure. It doesn't. You're not a failure. In fact, I think when you ask for help, it shows how successful you are as a human being because you can't do it at all. And our last one for today. My imperfections today are not important. That is sometimes everything. I had to say that one to myself. I had to think it in my head the other day as I threw an empty ice cream bucket across the room because my kids weren't cleaning. Total imperfection moment. Not okay. But you know what? My imperfections today are not important. And I totally owned my stuff with them and said, I'm so sorry. Mom should not lose her cool like that. But you know what I did? I was kind to myself. Because I'm not a perfect mom. And you're not either. And nobody expects you to be. So above all else, be kind to yourself. Always be kind. That's all we have. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to connect with me on bertmanderson.com and please visit our website, matriarchdm.com, for all of the show notes and to hear other awesome podcasts.